What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me again. You know what day it is, but I'm not gonna tell you. You figured it out. I wanted to make a post today again because it is day 4. I just told you that. It is now 11:30 p.m. and today I'm gonna find something to talk about. I'm still setting up my stuff. As you can see, the settings are not well equipped yet. So today's video is gonna be even shorter than yesterday's video, but at least you're getting a video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Don't subscribe if you don't want to see more content. Okay, one moment. So one thing I wanted to touch on today is the reason why people delay on their dreams. Okay, why people they keep having excuses on why they shouldn't do certain things. Yeah, fear, fear of uncertainty, fear of getting out of your comfort zone, just fear of the unknown. So but if you love something so much, you can't sleep, it's on your mind 24/7. When you take a chance and it's not as scary as you used to think in your head, it's the best feeling ever. It is. Why am I saying this out of context? Just yapping. I want to be a vessel. I want to be a vessel one more time. Be my vessel one more time. Well, so just do stuff, man. That's all. Do stuff. The world is going to shit. Everything is changing. If you pay attention to geopolitics, you know the kind of people that are involved in this kind of discussions and disputes runs the world. Okay, you have the superpower, the United States. You have China. You have Russia. All these big countries. When they make these decisions, it's like an umbrella effect. It's like everybody else comes after. You know when fucking Putin went into Ukraine, everyone was like, "You can't do that. You can't just go into a country like that. There's rules. What about international laws? Come on!" They start sanctioning him and doing all that stuff. But now we have another superpower doing the exact same thing. The situation is still unfolding in Venezuela. Maduro has been kidnapped. There's no other way to say that. He's kidnapped. I think this is bad. I don't think people understand how bad this is. Yes, they kidnapped the guy. Is probably bad. He was a dictator and all that kind of stuff. But this is bad for the United States to do that, because they're basically doing the same thing Putin did in Ukraine. Now, if I were China, I'm gonna say it's fair game. Everybody know about China wanting to hug Taiwan. Okay, so I'm just saying the the days where countries are ruling with guidance of international laws and human rights and all that stuff, those days are over. It's only the strongest will survive. This is why I always say, again, let me make sure I say it right. There was a treaty signed back in the days. Let me see. This was signed in South Africa. So the Pilindaba Treaty, okay. This was a nuclear weapons treaty or nuclear treaty signed by all African countries, saying we shall not make nuclear weapons, we shall not do research of nuclear weapons. Literally everybody said yeah. Other countries cannot dump all the nuclear waste in our country, basically telling them you guys can make these kind of weapons because it's not good. I think South Africa used to have nuclear weapons, they gave up their program. Now, years later, these nations are still being exploited. They're still being abused. We have some countries that are now waking up. They have some leaders that say enough is enough. We're gonna take over. I might not agree with the methods, but one way or another, things gotta change by any means necessary. So I'm kind of being all over the place because I still don't have my stuff set up properly. What I want to talk about, this is the kind of stuff I want to talk about, things that people are afraid to speak about. I want to have people on the channel to discuss it with me. I want to have professionals in the field to discuss it with me, people who know more than me. So right now I'm just going off the little things that I know, okay, or I think I know. So don't quote me on anything. I'm not an expert. So that should be the first thing you should know. I'm not an expert on any of these subjects. I'm just an observer. I'm just saying things based on what I see and what I hear, what I read. But this is not my area of expertise. And that doesn't mean my concerns and my views or opinions should be disregarded. I don't think that's a world I want to be a part of. Everybody has a voice, and everybody should be welcome to express their issues and concerns. So I like to talk about politics, even though a lot of people are afraid about politics because they're kind of used as a way to divide people. It shouldn't be that way. I think politics is fun. Everybody should be involved in politics, especially young people now. We have a lot, it's so sad, a lot of leaders around the world, they're not doing anything. Like, really just there to get fat and get themselves rich. That's it. They are not doing anything. And people are scared to talk about politics and politicians and afraid of being kidnapped, killed, or something happening to them. Okay? That should not be this. Change is not made by people being silent and just sitting down and hoping for the best, okay? You gotta speak up, and if necessary, you gotta get into the fight. So, I hope in the coming days that this channel serves as a platform to have open and productive discussions about issues. And also, you're gonna see some lighthearted stuff, you know, me going to a museum just chilling, or me going to the zoo to watch some animals. But I also want to use this as a way to explore my interest. You know, like this, I like to post about my fortes, okay? Things that I like, things that I dislike, things that I want to learn about. So if you are interested in that, if you're interested in making real change, in peaceful manner or other ways, I'm not advocating for violence. So I just want to make this clear to everyone watching and everybody paying attention. I do not condone, I do not support violent or attacking anybody in any way, shape, or form. It is illegal, it is wrong, and it is unethical. I'm only here to yap. Okay? I want to talk about stuff, talk about how we can work, make our cities, our countries, our world a better place for everyone. Okay, everyone. So if you like this channel, it's still the beginning. If you like what you see, if you want to discover stuff, if you want to talk about stuff happening around the world, if you want to watch me go do stuff around the world, subscribe. If not, that's completely fine. Again, this is a way for me to journal my experience. I used to do this a while back, but my brain was still developing, so there was a lot of sense, a little bit of how do you say? It's cringiness to watching myself speak on camera. Right now, I'm comfortable. I can talk to myself. I can talk. You see, I'm talking to you. There's probably 2 of you watching, but I'm talking to you assuming there's like 10 people watching me right now. Not because I'm used to it now. I talk a lot on when I do a little occasional gaming. You guys should see some gaming stuff too here too. Maybe not here, but I have another channel that's I'm gonna be doing gaming because I do game a little bit. So plus you see other stuff too, like other professionally made stuff on the other channels that I'm involved with. So but today I just want to talk to remind you, go after your dream. Don't be afraid to speak up. Always stand up for yourself, even in the face of tyranny, even in the face of danger. Or always speak up. Always do the right thing, even when no one is watching. Always be a man or a woman or anything in between. Be a person of integrity, okay? Because at the end of the day, when you're dying, because you will, and when you're about to leave this place, you're about to leave it to your grandkids or your babies and your sisters, your brothers, you gotta want them to be left in an environment where you feel they would prosper, okay? You don't want to leave the world burning, okay? You want to leave it the best place, better than you came in. So if you see something wrong and you know you can do something about it, do something. Do something. Now, there might be consequences for your actions, but always do the right thing. So I hope this place will be a great anchor for sharing, discussing and arguing about stuff, bad ideas, good, bad, everything in between. So subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. If you subscribe, that's telling me there's people who want to talk about stuff. There's people who want to see change. There's people who want to make the world a better place. Okay, just use your capabilities to better someone else's life. Use your mind, your wealth, and your ideas to improve the world. So there's just too much suffering going on in the world. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's people in the Middle East suffering, people in Congo suffering, in Sudan. There's a lot. Now we're about to start seeing a lot of suffering in the Americas, in Venezuela. There's gonna be a lot happening. So right now, I just want people to focus focus, and then offer yourself, what can you do to make the situation better? What can you do to de-escalate? So use your mind, use expertise, save the world. From who? You can figure that out from yourself. If you like the videos, again, I'm not asking you to do anything that is illegal or against any human laws. I hope to talk more about the African Nuclear Weapon Free Zone Treaty, or the Pelindaba Treaty, something like that. So, because I think this was one of the biggest mistakes for the continent, like the biggest one, like the worst. Because right now we're about to go into a period where we have nations that basically do whatever they want, and the only person who can stop them is someone who's stronger than them. So if you were a smaller country, a weaker country, prepare yourself, because you will be bullied and it will be taken advantage of. And I don't think that's right. I think it's wrong. I think that's why we had the United Nations was created to prevent stuff like this. I think that's why we have many laws and regulation to stop stuff like this from happening, for countries to have peaceful dialogue and discussions about disputes. So our generations, young people, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, we're gonna be the new leader. So we need to find ways to make sure whatever is happening now doesn't happen again. I know there's always this saying that people say never again about stuff that have happened in the past, but we've seen some kind of a double standard in ways these issues are dealt with. And when we say never again, we should be clear on what we mean by that. Never again to anyone. So subscribe to my channel. If you like what you see, subscribe. If you don't, that's too damn bad. And don't cancel me. I promise. I come in peace. See you later. This video will not be edited, so I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. So subscribe.